What happened last time? Do you want to just do it raw? Just do it raw.
Testing. I am speaking normally.
How do we feel about the next day? Does that do anything for you?
Okay. Archangels episode 2. Take 1.
Oh.
Woo.
Welcome back.
Hello.
To another episode. Right off the bat, can I say something?
Yeah.
I maxed out my credit card.
Why?
Let's talk about the coach twink. Why is there a twink in Haikyuu?
What's really funny to me is that
I'm not being relatable. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Give me more than that. When's the last time you had a dream?
Oh, last time I had a dream.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know.
No MLK.
I don't sleep enough to have dreams.
Oh shit, I was supposed to laugh in the mic.
You know what I mean? Is that really what?
I'm maxing out credit cards. You're not sleeping. We're in our 20s.
That is truly the image of a 20-year-old.
I just feel like I'm so in my 20s right now. Like, not in the good way.
I called out of work on Friday.
You didn't work on Friday?
No.
Oh, because I thought you were at work because I was literally texting you multiple times complaining. Wow, they called out of work. They left me for dead.
Well,
it's not
that different.
This is true.
Yeah. Anyway.
Oh. Yeah, what are we here
How
for?
do we?
Well, ask me how I am.
Oh, I already did.
How are you?
I'm good. How are you? How are you?
You know, things have been cool. I didn't max out my credit card or anything, so
right.
that's been normal. I was considering buying alcohol for this again, but I was like, chill. Just because
you did get you did drink at the Samsung event.
I loved it, bro. We met TikTokers.
I didn't drink that much.
Oh,
I just had like one, and that was enough for me.
Bruh, K-Tronada.
He went off.
Oh my god.
That was so good.
So drunk.
Is
that what the worker girlies heard me say in the bathroom? Didn't I say whatever they were giving K-Tronada?
No, because exactly. Yeah, because we've seen him we went to a YSL party at earlier this year, and he was there.
March.
And it was great, but it wasn't Samsung great. Like, it wasn't as great as his set was in this event.
This was my 4th time seeing him because I saw him without knowing at FYF when I was a young babe, and then I discovered him, and then saw him in Seattle, and then saw him at the YSL, and then this one. In the 2022, I've seen his worst and his best performance. His worst performance was YSL, which was unfortunate because you were lit.
Yeah, it was great.
Seeing Sofía lit, it is a rarity, and I'm obsessed.
That vodka was good.
Get this.
This is so good.
This is how bougie Sofía is. Sophia's like bougie to the core. As we're leaving, like me, a long time like club rat, they're telling me we're like getting in an Uber with the Uber codes. We got to the YSL party with free expensive alcohol, and they go, I think I might start clubbing.
No, I literally said what I said was I would do it if it was like this. But it's not like
Let us know how you feel about that in the comments.
We had so many screwdrivers. That was like our main drink that night.
Well, you did screwdriver. I do vodka soda.
I feel like you did one. You did one screwdriver.
No.
I feel like you did.
I did?
I think so.
Why would I do that to Was I drinking tequila?
No, it was vodka.
Why would I get a screwdriver?
No, the margaritas were in Come On Everybody.
Oh, yeah. I will never get those. I've never been that hungover.
No, YSL was vodka. And it was good. It was really good. It wasn't
no shit. It
like
was like top
for
shelf.
the amount of stuff we drank.
Oh, not even a wink of hungover.
The hangover the next day wasn't bad at all. It was just almost non-existent. So good. YSL, please invite us to more things.
Bro, that YSL party was so lit. And then actually let us get the goodie bags.
Those two have in common is the influencers.
This Samsung party was so TikTok-y. Granted, I think that I think being mean to TikTokers is kind of overrated at this point.
No, but I feel it is, but I don't feel like we're being mean
we're not mean.
They're TikTokers. I think
Speak
you know
on
what
that.
I mean? I think it's because like
they're bad people.
They're just like not fully they don't have like situational awareness.
Damn.
You know what I mean? Like they're not aware of their surroundings. Mm-hmm. These people at least. We're not saying everyone. We did
Brittany Broski.
We did speak to her. She was fucking iconic. We have no problem. We love TikTokers. Mm-hmm.
The one the black guy, which I hate saying, but it is what it is. Wisdom was there. It was so funny. He was standing there as if like we were the famous people. Like we had nothing to do with it. But he was acting like he was a normal person. Mm-hmm. Yeah, because that's what happens when you're a TikToker. You either take the way of like you don't realize how famous you are, or you are like, I'm that bitch.
Exactly.
Which is like
you take advantage of the money and shit.
Because when you skyrocket, it's like almost like how would I put this? Like instead of like boiling pasta, stay with me. Instead of boiling pasta and being like, oh yes, like let it simmer, you are microwaving hard pasta in a microwave.
Yeah.
And yeah, it's gonna be fully cooked and ready in 5 minutes compared to like that pasta that boiled for 20. But bro, it's gonna be a little mushy. It's not gonna be the same quality. It hasn't gone through enough.
It's like a one-hit wonder.
One-hit wonder
thing. Yeah.
And so there's a lot of and I have not been in a guys being bros being dudes setting in so long.
Yeah.
When those guys won that event. Because
usually the events that they invite us to are very like makeup or fashion or home decor. It's giving cunt.
It's giving cunt.
It's not usually like there's usually aren't any like guys.
Yeah.
Or not like straight guys at least.
Speaking of straight guys.
Okay.
What are we talking about today?
Oh, yes. I was like, well, it's questionable whether
allegedly
is straight, to be honest.
Allegedly
we're talking about Haikyuu. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
We're talking about Haikyuu today.
We are.
Yeah, so like Haikyuu is my favorite, and the first episode, it's good that we did this still because the first episode Alexandra watched the wrong arc.
I did.
She watched like the season 4 match like in nationals, and the arc that I wanted us to watch is this one, which is a training arc in season 2, and it's my favorite. It's the one that and it's a lot of people's favorites. It's like the comfort watch, like the comfort rewatch sort of thing. Usually in dub, because then you can just like put it in the background and you can feel your feels while you're doing other things or whatever. But this time, because Haikyuu's dub isn't literally
speak
anywhere.
About the Haikyuu Bermuda Triangle dub. Where'd it go?
Well, previously it was on Hulu and it was on Netflix, and then it was also season 3 was in High Dive. But after I think recently it was removed from Netflix and it was removed from Hulu. And it was, and I just found out it was also removed from High Dive, so it literally doesn't exist.
What happened?
Except if you buy the Blu-rays, and like not even we're talking not even like Amazon, like Prime Video, like you can't buy it.
And I went to my go-tos like Daily Motion, like what was the other one, like 1-2-3 Movies. Nothing.
It's a travesty, and I'm so upset by it because it's literally one of the best dubs out there.
It was a good dub in that one arc. We can low-key talk about both arcs.
We can.
We'll touch on this second one.
Yeah. So season 2, episode 7 through 11, I think it was.
Wait, can I ask a little bit more about your relationship with Haikyuu and how funny it is that you like this anime?
How funny it is.
Juxtaposed against your relationship with sports.
Oh, yeah. So Haikyuu was the first sports anime that I watched, and I watched it because I kept getting videos about it on my For You page on TikTok.
What year is this?
2019, maybe.
Late.
Although I downloaded TikTok in 2020, so I don't know. One of those two.
But you're not like 7. You're like a full-grown adult.
No, this is like recent. Yeah. In the last few years. And I kept getting recommended like videos about it, like people doing skits or talking about it and like fangirling over it, whatever. And I was just like, I'm tired of not understanding what the fuck I'm watching every day, which is like so crazy because that's also what happened with My Hero. It's exactly the same thing.
You're like, oh, fine.
I'm like, oh, fine. Like the universe is trying to shove it down my throat. I'm going to watch it. And I honestly have never liked sports. I've never liked playing it. I've never liked watching it, even though like my cousins have played it and shit like that, but I'm just like not into it. So like I was just like, why would I watch an anime about volleyball? Like, come on. Why? So, but the thing is, in the journey of me watching Haikyuu, I became obsessed. Like I was just like, wow. It's really about the characters.
The characterization.
It's the characters that really get you to stick around. And then also the way they dramatize the games is both hilarious and also like
Alexandra, zoom in on my face right now. The dramatization is out of this world. Go ahead.
But it's also not as bad as like other sports anime that I've seen, like Kuroko no Basket.
It's like, almost like telenovela. Like, are sports animes telenovelas?
We can say that.
Level of like, them moving the background instead of moving the ball just because he's scared to set him a 1, bro.
Yeah.
I played
volleyball. Yeah, so it's not as like dramatic as Kuroko no Basket or other ones like Kuroko. They have powers on the court. Like it's not like the shit they do is not realistic to what people actually can do when they play volleyball. But I mean basketball. But Haikyuu, it's like more realistic.
It's very realistic.
Yeah,
it's very realistic.
What is your relationship with volleyball,
bro? You're opening a fat ass can of spandex. That is why this it's not that the show isn't for me, but it's trauma. Sports are trauma. I low-key feel like we don't have to do this, but I kind of am interested since we're watching these arcs of like having like, you know, in English class when you do like the common themes, like the themes of this arc are like inferiority complex, passion, and obviously like hard work.
Yeah.
I am the blonde guy with the glasses.
You know what? Well, I was rewatching this. I also thought that.
I was terrified.
Yeah, because when I first watched this arc, and every time I do watch it, I do feel very what's it called?
Attacked.
Yeah, I feel like very bad for Tsuki Shima, but I also feel like I relate to him a lot in a lot of ways.
What did I said for episode A, I said, this is a systematic attack by Sofía JPEG to get me to reflect on my past and work through my self-esteem issues. I was like, this is sucking.
It was truly accidental. This is just the arc that I love.
Bruh. Okay, yeah, so I guess some context. So I was bred to be a professional athlete. Like my dad, oh my God, I think I've played every sport except for swimming and lacrosse. My main sport was volleyball. That, funny enough, like no shade, Papa, but I learned volleyball because that was the only game he didn't know how to coach. He was my soccer coach. He was my basketball coach. He even tried to be my softball coach. And I was like, you know what? This man don't know nothing about volleyball. So I started playing it in middle school, and then I just happened to be like really good at it. And then I played like from middle school to high school, but then in the very Hinata fashion, I was only 5'8", which is like tall for normal life, but not for the court. And I was the middle blocker.
Also very Hinata.
And very Hinata. and I was like, who's the blonde guy?
Tsukishima.
Very Tsukishima. I was like, I don't want to have to work hard to be good.
It's just a club.
Because I just coasted off of being naturally good. And then when I actually started having to like work, because people were like, you should play in college, I was like, no, thank you. So watching this arc was like, Oh, okay, Haikyuu is very realistic. And that's where a lot of the trauma comes from. I forgot about the diving. I forgot about like running up hills and like doing exercise during exercise to punish you for that exercise. No wonder them hoes are eating all the barbecue up in that.
Yeah, I was saying. They need the protein.
So, let me get in my noties.
Yes.
How did we set the scene already about what's happening?
So the training arc, this is the one where they go and they train with Nekoma, and they train with Fukudo Dani and like Yumi Bokuto and like, you know, whatever.
He would do really well.
He would, wouldn't he? Really well. I feel like he's more of a American football sort of guy.
I could see that, or like boxing.
Yeah. So yeah, the episode starts with Tsuki. He is a main player, the main character in the first 2 episodes, where we sort of go over his backstory of how, first of all, how Yamaguchi and Tsuki met, and then also just like everyone else's perception of Tsukishima, where they're like, God, if only you tried a little bit. If only you tried a little bit. Like, you don't know the potential that you have. And the thing about Tsuki is that the audience have been like wondering these questions through the first half of the second season, and then the first season we're sort of like, you're like, Tsuki, if you hate it, why are you here?
Right.
Like, why? This is, like you said, it's a club. Why are you here? You know, so no one is forcing him to be there.
It's too much. It's too much. Continue.
No one's forcing him to be there. And then this is also sort of like the breaking point too for Yamaguchi, which although we don't get as much in, and I don't know how much context you got from this, but Yamaguchi, who is his best friend.
The young one that was getting bullied?
Yes.
Cute.
Yeah. He is like a pinch server.
Okay.
He's the one who like does the serve whenever they're
in a pinch.
And he's not part of the starting, you know, whatever it's called.
I don't even remember what the starters.
Yeah. So he's not part of it. He's just in whenever they need him. And so he has been working really hard behind the scenes to try and be good at this one thing that they need him for. And he was often frustrated by Tsuki because Tsuki is exactly where Yamaguchi wants to be. And he doesn't like take advantage of it. And then it comes to a head, and Yamaguchi and Tsuki's relationship is very much like
Troy and Gabriella. High School Musical. That little moment under the little bridge, I was like, but what about trust? You know, I never wanted to hurt you. That was very that.
Yeah. No, they are like very much Suki is the main character and Yamaguchi's the secondary. They're like that sort of relationship. And this is the first time that Yamaguchi really like sort of like speaks up to Tsuki.
He spoke.
And he's just like, you know, how
he snapped.
But yeah, we can start with these 2 episodes because I feel like after the second episode, like it's more like about Hinata and Kageyama. It's more volleyball-esque. Like for me, my favorite episodes are these 2. These first 2 ones.
7 and 8.
Go. Yes. Go ahead.
I said so many names. You know what? It's also weird. What also is like very unique about this is that because they don't have superpowers, the characterization is insane personality wise. Because how else are you going to tell them apart? Yeah,
I mean they look very different.
But I'm like, are you a main character? Are you not? Because there's just so many and they're all in the same outfit. I was like, oh, there is a part. Oh my God, if I can pull it up, bro, where this man is. Okay, it's a man running down the stairs, episode 7, season 2, at 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
Oh my God.
I lost my mind. I had to write it down. Journalist. Because it was like the long, you know how anime is like queen of quick cuts? And they're like, boom, boom, boom.
Okay, 7 minutes and what?
Or episode 7, 2 minutes and 50 seconds.
2 minutes.
Damn, Sofía with this! What? like, he's still. I was like, why did they spend 10 seconds of footage when an anime has 18 cuts per 10 seconds of just a man walking down the stairs?
I love Lev. Lev is so funny.
Oh,
he's so fucking funny.
Yeah, okay, so that sent me. And then I was very interested in how, like, because when in the world of volleyball, like, Haikyuu really puts a lot of weight into the setter, which, like, I think is valid, and I don't think that's very common. I think everyone likes the flashiness of the hit, but it's true. Ew, not me sounding like a fucking sports animator.
Go ahead.
Or is that what they're called? Not animators.
I don't know.
Announcer, I don't know. But like the setter, it's very confusing. On the volleyball court, if you're a volleyball player, the setter is like the king. But off the court, the audience is always like, look at those hitters, like da-da-da-da-da. But it's like, bro, I can only hit these balls because the setter knows how to set.
They actually call Kayama the king of the court.
There you go. See, whoever, okay, they either have a volleyball player in the writer's room.
No, yeah.
Or they played.
The mangaka,
it's too specific.
Played volleyball in high school.
Yeah, it's too specific. I wrote, because, wait, Kageyama
is the setter.
Black hair?
Yeah.
Okay, I said new name because ever since he said about, we did our little like fanfic side thing. Yeah. We were talking about Haikyuu fanfic, and I said it should be called romantic tension at the net. It should be Haikyuu because I'm like the same thing with the length of clips of them standing there. At first, before it got traumatic, I said I fuck with the blonde because he said we practiced enough, and then I said I am the blonde, lackadaisical, over competitive shirker with too much pride. Because he was like, oh, they were like, oh, come block with us. And he's like, bro, it's like just club. And then they were like, yeah, you're shit anyways. And all of a sudden he's in the court. That's so me.
It's also, I mean, it worked.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I thought it was valid, to be honest. Like the Suki shit where he's like, we just spend the whole day practicing.
Bruh.
Why do I have to practice even more?
Speak on it.
And I still think that's incredibly valid. Like, yeah.
By the way,
you're in a training camp. The whole purpose is you training, and then after hours you want to train even more. That's insane.
So we did the high school would do like quote unquote training camps, but like we wouldn't do it with other clubs or anything because I guess this is a club and not like the high school team. Yeah. So
it is a high school team.
Okay, they just call it. Oh, so they're like, it's an extracurricular. Is that what they mean by club?
Yeah. He's like, this is just a club for me.
Okay, it's not
which is
like
obviously not the case for a lot of the other ones on the team.
Yeah.
They take it
seriously.
They do go and be professional volleyball players. But for
Spoiler
Suki,
alert.
For him, it's just a club.
Which is what it kind of, okay, because I've done these training camps. I did because then we had like actual club, which is the one you pay for. It's like the private school, whatever. And so my parents sent me off to a volleyball camp at UCLA, and I didn't realize that it was like for potential scouting purposes.
Oh.
I was like, I don't want to fucking go.
Yeah.
I was like, what? I get there, all the girlies are like 6 feet. They're practically jumping over the net. They're like they're their whole little Haikyuu moment. I was like, but it is really wild. They are fun, but like it's also just like, bro, this is a lot. And then there's always like, you finish a full day of volleyball. I'm talking 8 hours. And then the girlies are like, oh my God, let's like pepper together at the net. I'm like, I'm going home. My ankles are broken. But what I kind of wanted to talk about, like the theme wise, is inferiority complexes. I am very susceptible to that.
No, me too.
Like severely.
And it's really interesting how they frame it.
Oh, I hate the backstory. Pussy shit. You know what I wrote? I said,
you hated it? Or you hated what does that mean?
Okay, Tsukishima, his little backstory moment. Okay, well, first of all, I loved when he was like, lame. That was everything.
That was everything.
But then I'm like, okay, so why is he like this? I'm like vibing with him. I was like, I get it. I'm out here with like the clinical depression. His brother isn't a volleyball. That's what happened to him that made him be like.
Okay, listen to me. Okay, this is also something that's infamously like.
Because I'm attacking right now. All right. Sorry for the short break. The camera turned off. Go ahead.
So famously, like, people were not happy with that reveal because they felt as if it wasn't, like, obviously, like, as traumatic. But this is guys, this is a volleyball show. Like, do you want him to, like, have his brother die on the court or something? Like,
you got a
calm down. But I do think that
animes do that though.
I know they do.
They will kill a parent over
I've seen really dramatic and traumatic sports animes, but I feel like
trauma is drama.
I feel like Tsuki only had his brother in terms of people that he looked up to. Like, we never see a dad. We just see the mom, and he didn't have a lot of friends. Like, there was one moment where his brother asked him, "Oh, are you getting along with everyone, like, on your team?" And he's like, he wasn't. And his only friend was Yamaguchi when they actually became friends later on. But I feel like I think what does it for Tsuki is that he trusted his brother completely, and he looked up to him, and he wanted to be like him. And then for his brother to not even, like, evade the question.
Was he not on the team?
He wasn't on the... Well, he was on the team, but he wasn't, like, a start. He wasn't even on the bench.
That's what I'm saying. I'm like, did they... Oh, so he was just, like, somewhere to practice.
Yeah.
And if he was good enough, they would let him in. I think they're called red shirts. I think is what we called them, at least.
And I think it's, like, really interesting that there's a moment of pause in that first time where his brother lied to him, where, like, they're, like, outside of their home and they're, like, playing, like, basketball or whatever.
So you're
like,
gonna make me nervous.
And he, Tsuki asked, like, are you ace on the team? Like, are you the same position that you were in middle school? And then he says, there's a pause. And then he says, yep. And that is the moment where he truly lied to him right to his face. And he did that until 30 or for 3 years straight. And I don't know. I feel like that would be really, like, that would give you trust issues. That would give me trust issues if you're that young and your brother lied to you about something that, if he really took the time to sort of, like, explain, like, listen, this is, like, a really big school. There's a lot of, like, really talented people. Like, no, I'm not, but I'm trying my best. Like, he could have spinned it in a way where he didn't have to lie to him.
How old is the little... How old is...
This is, for him, I think it's no, not even middle school. Like, elementary school.
Okay.
Like, maybe, like, 8.
So I'm, like, thinking, I'm like...
But no, I understand why people are, like, disappointed about it, for sure. But I also, I don't know, for me, because then you also have to wonder, if he had this experience, why is he on the team?
Right.
So it couldn't have been that bad to completely bar him from, like, volleyball entirely, because then he wouldn't be on the team.
This is true. I was just like... Trixie Mattel once famously, she was like, someone was, like, crying over being safe and not, like, winning the challenge in RuPaul's Drag Race, and she's like, that's a lot of emotion for safe. I was like, this is a lot of emotion. Like, I mean, maybe just because, like, I grew up with, like, a demon of an older brother. I'm like, that's what scars you?
No, yeah.
But no, you make a very valid point about being like, this is a volleyball.
Yeah. I mean, it would have been shocking if, like, his brother died by a volleyball or something. Like, just murdered on the court.
Death by volleyball. Oh my god.
But no, yeah, like, the inferiority complex that is going on is very real, and I love how they frame it with Hinata and, like, the sun versus the moon.
Okay, I want to define it interior. Okay, let me think. Okay, in the American psychology, the APA, whatever, defines an inferiority complex as a basic feeling of inadequacy and insecurity deriving from actual or imagined physical or psychological deficiency. At its core, it is a feeling used to denote a strong sense of being less than. Tell us about an inferiority complex, Sofía, that you've had. Let's get real.
I feel like, for me, it really manifests in, like, What's it called?
Think about it while I close this curtain. I'm gonna close this curtain.
Yeah. Oh fuck! What's it called?
We need a production assistant.
Yeah, we really do. Syndrome.
Hold on. Imposter syndrome.
Yeah, for me, it's like it manifests like an imposter syndrome.
So you don't even need anyone else around.
No,
you don't even need someone to be.
I usually don't compare myself to someone else. Like that's not how it works.
You are a one-person show. You're like, this is all me. Like, please.
Yeah.
Like, I'm inferior to myself. Thank you.
Exactly. It's my own expectations.
Damn.
Yeah.
Who can relate? The biggest inferiority complex that I've ever had in my life was with my cousin. And we're both weird. We both like writing. And like, we're both like introverted. I'm not breathing. Hold on. And he grew up like in LA. He went to like fancy art schools. Like you called your teacher Samantha. And like it was literally called Happy Mountain Playtime or something in Malibu. And then he's starting like a prodigy. Like, oh my God, he's a prodigy film writer. I'm out here like just being a normal high schooler living in the suburbs. And then he's like, yeah, I went to like Babyface's house, but like he's not flashy about it. That was the worst part. Is he was actually a good person. It's when they're good people. And then I felt extra bad. I was like, damn, not only are you jealous, but you're also a bad person because this guy's not even trying to do anything to you.
Oh my God.
Plain. Anyways, that shit will eat you up. It ate me up. And then I had to start going to therapy. And like, I just feel like it's so serious because a lot of emotions won't really affect your life.
Yeah.
This will like actually leak into the physical with Suki.
Yeah.
Because he was like, oh, I've so been here. There's no point even trying if there's going to be people better than you. There's always a reason to try.
Yeah, I felt that is the line that really affected me.
Which one?
With that one, where like, what is the purpose of trying if I'm not gonna be the best? Because I definitely had that thought when I was younger, in terms of like writing and creating, and like even in film school or like in journalism. Like I'd be like, what's the point?
Never
and, like,
ask yourself that.
And then I feel like when you grow up, you realize that the point is yourself. Like, because I when I was younger, I really wanted to be like, be remembered for like years and years. Like that is the level of like high
achieving.
High achieving that I have, where I was like, I need this. I need to be the best.
Oh,
if
expectation.
I'm not the best, what is the point? And then you grow up and you talk to people and you realize that there are people very talented who aren't remembered. And I was just like, well, I guess like if I can affect at least one person with my writing, then that's good enough.
Literally.
Yeah. But it takes like those teenage thoughts are so real when you're like someone who like has an inferiority complex, but also secretly wants to be more.
But you're too embarrassed.
To want more.
And your world is so small.
Then you find yourself in that situation where you're like, oh, like, what is the point?
Bruh, where's my fan?
What?
Let me tell you something, you listeners. If there's a single teenager out there, honestly, even whatever age, like, do not be embarrassed of trying.
No.
Because for my entire life, like, even now still, there is embarrassment that lingers when I try anything. We are on a rock that floats in a sky with bigger rocks that are small rocks to other bigger rocks.
And also, like, no one knows anything.
It could come out to me that COVID makes you fly. That is as much of a possibility as you failing. So you're thinking, oh my God, when pigs fly, like, you could maybe not fail ever.
Yeah.
Is that what I wanted to say? I don't know if that's what I wanted. It's just like growing up and like becoming, I'm just so old now, like at 25, it's just like I look back and I'm like, why the hell didn't I watch, why didn't I talk about anime?
Mm-hmm.
Why didn't I like do embarrassing cosplay and like dye my hair black than it already is?
It's not black, it's brown.
I know, my God. I've gotten compliments on my natural hair color before.
Right.
But like, so when Tsuki what pulled him out of it? Who was it?
Yamaguchi.
It was Yamaguchi, but also the two people from the other team
Kuro
that kept asking
and
him
Bakuto.
to set block for them.
Yeah.
And then it was like when that guy was like, and I can't believe it was kind of shady. He was like, I can't believe of all people he has a verdict complex about Hinata.
Yeah. Like, are you really letting like Chibi-chan be the thing that that you think you're better than?
What's hysterical to me too, what makes it extra bad and very realistic, is that he wasn't even on his radar.
No.
Hinata was out here trying to beef and fall in love with Kageyama. And even when they went to go ask Hinata and they were like, what would you say to Tsuki? He's like, I ain't saying shit. and then I filled the words out because it was very me. It was like, he doesn't hate volleyball. And I went, he hates himself.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wrong. Bro, self-hate.
Yeah. No, the best scene, and it's so iconic.
Is it this arc?
Where Yamaguchi screams at him and says, what more is there than pride? So good.
Bro, a man has to have a code. All you have is your word. The only thing that you have is your word.
Like, why are you like limiting yourself right now?
Why?
With the possibility of losing. Like, wouldn't that hurt your pride even more if you lost without even trying?
Here's the thing.
Oh, it's so good.
As a native, lazy, non-passionate person, excuse me, sorry.
No, same.
Right. The comfort zone and the biggest like fluffer. That's not what I'm trying to say. The biggest like comfort is being like, well, I can't get rejected if I don't try.
Yeah.
I can't fail if I don't try. I'll just be safe here. If you don't try, the coolest, most powerful people are like, I was going to say the anime people who like don't shower, but people who are not afraid to get rejected, people who are vulnerable, those people crying on the subway, love you, girl.
So real.
They are not afraid to fail, and they're going to get so much farther than you.
And like it's also real. Like when I was younger, like in high school, academia has always been really easy for me. And so like I didn't even really try that hard. And I would be like, wow, I'm not even trying. I'm doing the bare minimum and I'm passing. Can't even imagine what I would do at my full potential. But I would be so lazy because, I had other shit to worry about. And it did remind me of that, where like Suki is just like in his comfort zone because he knows he can get away with it because he's doing just fine. But as Coach Yukai said, like just fine is not going to keep you at the court.
You know what else it is? Pure, unfiltered, raw cowardice.
Yeah, it is.
Not wanting to fail is being a coward. I was a coward.
I was a coward too.
But now look at us. We have an anime podcast with 2 viewers.
Who cares if we fail?
Who cares, bro?
We're going to try.
And guess who the 2 viewers are? Us.
So you did like that arc? That like mini... Did you like it or was it too real?
I think it was good because it made me feel something.
Yeah.
Like, even if that feeling is like, bro, oh my God, like watching something that doesn't make you feel anything is such a waste. Like, and also, like, I laughed, I cringed, I didn't cry, but I cringed, and
it's not really a crying thing.
It is a crowd pleaser anime.
It is.
I like the season 4 theme song better though.
No, yeah. But this one is not my fave.
And I kept thinking, this is what I was gonna say. The outro sounds like an intro, and so the first time the outro played, I was like, okay, cool, next episode. Or I'm like, okay, cool, and then the intro played again, and I was like, wait. Well, now I'm on episode 9. Like, why can't boys volleyball be like this all the time? Where's the drama? Where's the glamour? This gives you the drama. It gives you the glamour. It gives you the looks, like the sound effects.
Yeah.
Everything.
I
keep turning my phone off. That and...
Bokuto's one of my favorite characters.
Who?
Bokuto, the dramatic. You said he was like...
Oh, the emo boy? He's like one of 4?
Yeah.
The 4 personalities. Oh, you know who I don't like?
Who?
No misogyny. I don't like that little white bitch with the blonde hair.
Mm.
How old is she? I don't think I should call her a bitch.
How old is she? She's just like their age. She's a first year. But I get it because like I feel like I like her better in the dub.
Was she the one in the stands in season 4?
Yeah. She was.
Okay, so at least she has a redemption arc. She gets a lot better.
Yeah, she does.
Because she was annoying.
Yeah.
I just said, I bet if the one girl I don't like translated to English, it would sound like, oh my God, the ball fell. What am I going to do? Like it would, because if I don't like your voice in Japanese.
Yeah. She's better than that in English. Yeah, she's better.
I'm better than that.
What did you think about Kageyama and Hinata's little quick moment?
Oh, how could we forget? Okay, shifting to the other two. All I know is that shonen animes get like so hard for Sun and Moon.
Yeah.
Naruto, Sun and Moon. Like, so I thought, but I like that they were blatant about it. Naruto was very like, are they Sun and Moon? They were like, this is the sun and the moon.
Tsuki and Hinata.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or, Kageyama.
Because Tsuki literally means moon, and he...
Why did they put Kageyama in the moon part, then?
No, they didn't. They put Tsuki.
They did?
Yeah. Because they're foils. Tsukishima and Hinata are foils.
I trust you.
Tsuki is the moon. He's like really cool and collected and calm. And then Hinata's the sun. He's really explosive. Doesn't have like, he has raw talent, but doesn't have much of anything else. And they're both middle blockers. And they're middle blockers for different reasons. Like, you know, Tsuki's the height, and Hinata is just because he's really passionate about it.
Literally.
And, you know, whatever. But I think it's interesting because, you know, Hinata's whole thing is that he is always trying his best. He's really passionate, you know, explosive,
vulnerable,
whatever.
not afraid to fail.
Yeah, just really puts himself out there every chance he gets. And then Tsuki is like hiding behind him. Like he, you know, like the moon is very much like filtering the light from the sun, and it's just like that sort of thing, and like
message.
And you know, it's like Tsuki doesn't have that like raw passion, and he is jealous to a certain extent. He's jealous of Hinata because Hinata has that passion and has that like willpower to sort of like
unabashed
go through it, you know, whatever. And then Hinata is jealous of Tsuki because Tsuki has that like
the natural
physique. Yeah, the like the height, the you know, he has everything that a middle blocker would want or need. And I just thought like the fact that they made it so obvious that there literally are character foils is so interesting to me.
This is true.
Yeah. But yeah, no, Kageyama is so I love this arc so much because it shows it's truly a training arc. Like I feel like
it's literally
it really is
training
a training
camp.
arc, and they fail a lot. Like, you know, Kurosano famously lost pretty much all the games, or all of the games.
They ran up that hill so many times.
And
they said out of 60 we only won 3 sets. Oh my god.
So he like and Kageyama has never really failed at volleyball. Like Kageyama is like you know, he's so good at it. He's like the fucking king, whatever. And this is the first time where that has to try. So like from
it's
all
so
cylinders,
shameful.
Everyone is like trying to do new things, and it's just like so fun. I don't know.
Listen, I'm not gonna say that's me or anything, but being cool, like I am someone that people call cool, and I actually think that is one of the worst things you can say to someone. Like not like as I think some people are cool, but notice how just like me, the cool people are only cool because they're naturally good at stuff. But when that natural talent fizzles out, what is that? Oh my God, I don't know what to do. What do you mean I have to try? Oh, like when you're not used to failing because you don't have to try, when you do get to the point of doing that, it's like, and then all the people who've been failing. This is going to sound a little extreme and kind of random, But that is why I only watch makeup tutorials by like, I will not watch your makeup tutorial if you're naturally pretty.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not watching it.
No, yeah. Because like,
put a little concealer on your nose and then you're ready to go. Meanwhile, the bitches who've been bullied their whole lives are like, here we gonna go. Okay, you're gonna put primer on here. You're gonna rework. You're gonna rework your whole face shape.
Yeah.
That's what that is.
Yeah.
Tsukishima, is the naturally pretty.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, the beauty guru bitch, Hinata, is like, hey girl, I'm gonna beat my face. And he's like, I don't know how to beat my face. I don't know how to beat my face. I've never had to.
I love this metaphor.
Puts makeup on, looks busted.
It's so good.
I don't remember what we were talking about. Oh, but okay, Kageyama.
Yeah.
I'm obsessed with his character design. I love how he's so plain but still interesting looking.
Yeah.
Like that haircut. If I ever get a man, I'm gonna need that haircut to happen. I'm so obsessed with like just like the triangle.
Yeah.
You can do it with black hair too.
You know what's funny is that Kageyama is pretty much one of those character archetypes that are in every single sports anime. Like there's a Kageyama universe.
What?
He's pretty much in every single one of them.
What is the Kageyama universe?
Every single, pretty much almost every single sports anime has a Kageyama character. They look exactly the same, and they like the archetype is the same. Like is
he the visual? The visual of anime?
No, he is like it's the same archetype that Kageyama has, which is like that. He was like a prodigy when he was younger, and now he's struggling emotionally. But let me look it up.
All life is pain and suffering. Who, like, sometimes I really be in the shower, and I'm like, maybe this is hell.
Finish that sentence.
Like and comment if you agree.
Yeah.
How masochistic do you have to be like, I'm going to create a universe where the only thing that is proven to be inevitable is death. And then someone from another universe is like, what is death? I've never heard of that. Death?
How do we get here? That's my question. How do we get here?
This is why you can't leave me alone on the mic. Yeah. Okay. What are we looking at here?
The Kageyama verse.
Stop! Wait, have I seen it? I've never seen any of these. Not rhythmic gymnastics. That one's good.
I've seen it. We got baseball Kageyama. Baseball again Kageyama.
Bingo card.
Soccer Kageyama. Basketball Kageyama. That one doesn't look as much. American football Kageyama. Soft tennis Kageyama. Track and field, which is a running anime. You thought I
take your shot.
It,
take a shot, y'all. Take two, actually.
You thought I would have mentioned it. Parkour Kageyama, cycling Kageyama, swimming Kageyama, which is free, which I think technically came before Haikyuu.
What do you mean it's free?
No.
What did you say? Free? What?
The anime is called Free.
It's like, what do you mean it's a free anime?
The swimming anime.
Okay.
I did want to talk about the voice acting.
You better get... Welcome to Voice Acting with Sofía, a segment corner where Sofía talks about people's voices.
Yes, because I love Haikyuu, the dub voice acting so much. And me and my brother are always like, oh my God, that's Hinata from, like, we play a game or we watch, every time we watch something new, we recognize a voice and we try to guess it like as soon as possible, and we, whatever. And Ian St. Clair is the voice of Okuto, and I love that guy so much. He's so funny.
Ian St. Clair?
Yeah, Ian St. Clair, yeah.
That is a pseudonym. That's not his real name.
He plays Joji in My Hero. So, because I haven't seen like the whole show in Japanese, I'm not as familiar with the Japanese voice acting as I am with the English, so I looked them up. The voice of Kageyama is also the voice of Ida from My Hero.
Oh,
like one
yes.
with the glasses. Yeah, doesn't that make sense?
Wait. Okay.
Yeah.
That's so funny because I was thinking of him during the brother thing.
Really?
Yeah, because anime loves siblings.
Yeah, there's a lot of sibling trauma.
From incest to death. Welcome to Archangel. We talk about everything from incest to death. Which we look. That makes sense though. That makes sense.
Daichi, who's the captain of like the orange team, the main team, is the dude with the wild eyebrows from Demon Slayer. The one who I think is the one who has like. I'm like,
there's a lot of options there. Oh,
I think it's that
the
one.
Hot one, the white with white hair.
No, the one with the wild eyebrows. Like he has like really his hair is like yellow.
His hair is yellow. Oh, he's fire.
He's Daichi. Nishinoya, who's a libero. Can you guess who he is?
The one with the little yellow patch in the front of his head?
Yeah. Who tried to do the setter.
Is it another shonen anime?
We mentioned this while we were talking.
Oh. He's not Naruto, is he?
No.
I mean, not that character. Who? I don't know.
Bakugo.
He didn't talk enough in this arc.
That's true. He talked a little bit.
Oh, so he's Bakugo in Japanese.
Yes.
That's what's happening here.
All of this is in Japanese, yeah. That was wild to me because I'm pretty sure the Nishinoya voice actor in English is Eren Yeager.
Eren Yeager.
So, but he in Japanese he's Bakugo.
Dick. I'm not gonna embarrass myself like that.
Asahi, who is the ace, the one who you thought was like an old man.
Yes.
He plays
with the goatee.
Yeah.
In high school.
He plays Rainer in Attack on Titan.
Oh, yeah. This is kind of fun. I kind of get why you do this now. I kind of get it.
It is fun. And he also plays Tokoyami.
Where's that from?
Tokoyami is from My Hero. He's the
crow?
Pigeon, the crow, yes.
Who speaks like 2 times.
He's spoken more times.
Like in season 7.
He has a whole thing with like hawks and shit. Anyway, yeah, he plays those 2 characters.
He's so awkward.
He is.
And why does he have a shadow in him? Like
he's also so dramatic. He's so funny.
That's for another episode. Our My Hero episode. We got to do 2 parts.
We really
it's gonna go
we
off.
have a lot to say about it. Suki, the famous Tsukishima. He plays Shigaraki.
Who's that?
My Hero, the villain who can like disintegrate people.
Oh, the hand, bro?
Yeah. It's not wild.
Really?
Yeah.
Wait, Suki Depressed plays
Shigaraki. I was so shocked. I did not know that. He also plays that one guy who with the turtleneck from Jujutsu Kaisen. The guy with
Gojo?
No. The one with the zip-up turtleneck.
Zip-up turtleneck?
He has like white hair.
Gojo?
No.
He has white hair, but he's not Gojo? Oh, who in Jujutsu Kaisen is going to try to out white hair Gojo?
Oh my god.
You gotta watch Jujutsu
Kaisen. Like a bowl haircut.
And he's not the businessman?
He's one of the students.
Oh, he's a student?
Yeah.
And he's... Oh, the guy who only speaks in sushi ingredients.
I guess so.
He is so dope. That is so funny. He has, I'm telling you, in the entirety of Jujutsu Kaisen that's out, has said 8 words. And he always goes, what is Japanese for salmon?
I don't know.
He's always like, Maki! No. He's like, Cho, do, ha! And then everyone just shakes.
Oh my god. He also plays Yurio from Jury on Ice, the Japanese jury.
This is crazy, Sofía.
I know.
My brain is like making all kinds of connections. My synapses are like, hey girl, never seen you before? Because I'm so confused. Okay.
So I was mostly shocked about the Shigaraki thing. Like he sounds so different.
Because he that's where the voice acting jumps out.
Yeah.
Because that guy is nasty.
Yeah. Kuro, who is the captain of the Nekoma team, has like the black hair with the little.
That's not Kageyama?
No, the one in the other team that helped Suki.
The hair. OG anime hair.
Yeah.
The wig that you can buy off of Amazon. He got that shake and go. He gave it a little got to be glued and put that shit on for the game. He was like, yes, honey, I got my anime hair. Sorry. Yes.
Correct. He plays Goju.
I'm so bad with names. Who's Goju?
She from Jujutsu Kaisen. We just talked.
Oh, Gojo?
Yeah, whatever.
Really?
Yeah. It's not wild?
I can't. I'm like, my head is like, it's hurting right now because I'm trying to remember what he talks like.
And then he also plays Hawks.
These people are getting paid. Do you think these people show up in the studio and be like, you gotta book this? Like the voice acting world has to be so small.
Oh, it is.
Especially
and
for
you
anime.
notice because you can recognize people and they're always the same.
How do you break into the industry?
I don't know.
Let us know. Actually, oh my god. This is on topic.
Okay.
I watched an anime about students going to school for animation.
What was it called?
I do not know. And it was, I'll figure it out, but it is, don't look at the camera. And it was, do you ever just go down rabbit holes of watching the most random like animes that like not, like no one cosplays it?
Yeah.
It's just niche.
Yeah.
It was that, it was like, I only think about it because one of the girls in his dorm was a voice actor and he like came home once and she was like screaming bloody murder and he was like, oh, she's dead. This is it. My roommate got murdered. She was like, oh, hey, I'm just studying for an assignment. And it was lit because one girl was a voice actor, another guy was a writer, another guy was an animator, and then another guy was something else. And like, of course, for the graduation, they all like came together and made an anime.
That's really cute.
I was like, there's levels. I cried.
Oh, wow. Did you watch this week?
Oh, no, I watched this like my senior year of college. And since they were graduating, I guess I was feeling my oats.
I don't know why I thought. It sounded like you just watched it this week.
It was like it was yesterday, bitch. I love a good anime. I'll remember it
reminds
forever.
me of Monthly Girls no Saki-kun.
Oh, I want to watch that. I keep seeing
so
clips
funny.
of it. It looks so funny.
So funny.
There we go.
What did you ship after this?
During this podcast, we're going to be breaking down my like internalized like homophobia shit. Can I have internalized homophobia if I'm not gay?
Yeah. We all have that.
Exactly. And so because growing up during like my peak shipping moment, like gay shit wasn't even on my radar.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I found out that people wouldn't, I will never forget when Vincent, shout out Vincent, they said they would listen to this. They want us to talk about around Host Club.
Oh,
kids falling in love. Anyways, they probably are, but you know, they were talking to me about Larry Stylinson. And this is the first time that like a queer person was talking to me about it. Mm-hmm. And I was like, oh my God, can you believe? And they were like, I know, I can't believe they never came out. I was like, what do you mean? And they were like, they fucked. I was like, are you sure? They were like, oh, wow. Yeah, girl. So I wasn't really, I mean, I guess like Hinata and Kageyama, I could see, I was honestly thinking of back to when you were telling me about certain ships. And I was like, oh, okay, now I get it. Because obviously Kageyama is with Hinata. Tsukishima is with the other small guy who he saved. Let's talk about the coach twink. Why is there a twink in Haikyuu?
What's really funny to me is that
you know that man is up in the club. You know he takes them glasses off on Friday and he goes to the clubs.
You know what's really funny about this is that he, in the first season, Coach Yukai wasn't the coach. It was just like they didn't have a coach. Right. And Coach Yukai, the current one, he's the grandson of the old Coach Yukai who like taught back when they were like good. Mm-hmm. And so this the teacher, which I forgot his name, he realizes that the guy who works at the convenience store near the school is the grandson of the old Coach Yukai. And so he goes to him he goes to the store every single day to convince him to coach the volleyball team. Mm-hmm. And there's so many moments.
They're shipped together, right?
Oh yeah, 100%.
I'm not gonna lie. I definitely read something that has that kind of is like the premise of that.
And he, there was this one scene where he says, they were talking, like the students, once he convinced him to join as the coach, they were talking, the students were like, how did you do it? How did you go? Did you get on your knees? And he didn't say anything. But I'm going to try and find that because I need you to see it.
He's like, I have knee pads for a different reason, honey. Okay.
Deuce me.
Now, how old are they?
They're like in
20s?
their late 20s.
Oh, late. Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, they are shipped. Of course, my favorite ship is Yamaguchi and Tsukishima.
What do they call it?
Tsukiyama.
So you're like a Sasuhina.
Mm-hmm.
Where it makes sense, but a lot of people don't ship it.
No, they do.
Tsukishima?
All of these ships are ships.
So Hinata's not even a part of your shipping moment?
No, I ship all of them.
But your main?
My main is Tsukiyama, because I just love them so much. But my second main that's like really close is Hinata and Kageyama, which is...
They're Naruhina.
Kagehina. They're Kagehina. So those are my... I love them so much. But literally every single ship on the show is popular.
It is a show that's set up for shipping.
All sports anime are.
Oh.
All of them.
Let's talk about, it's very interesting. Oh, I'm a little far away. It's very interesting, the role of the women in this show.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, from what I've seen, it didn't look like misogyny.
No, I think it's mostly just like them lusting over
the one
Kyoko. Yeah, the one with the glasses. But she ends up with the bald guy, Tanaka.
Spoilers.
It's fine.
You're Archangels. We are not liable for any spoiling content.
It's not that big of a deal.
It isn't.
Yeah. But the girls, like, there's literally only two main girls, which is the manager and the assistant manager.
Why wouldn't there be a girls volleyball team? Is that going to be a sequel?
There are volleyball, girl and volleyball anime. I think,
but like in
girl-centric sports anime is a lot of fan service
and boobs on the other boobs running into
there's
the
like
net.
a beach volleyball one, obviously.
But why? Like, I feel like that would be a good plot if there was like a girls volleyball moment.
Oh, on the show?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that would be.
And
actually, there is, but they don't play against them.
Oh, okay.
They just sort of like exist.
Oh my god! So like, I played at this volleyball club, right? Oh my! They knew.
They're like, you're done.
Maybe that's just our thing that we wrap up with no video.
Yeah, I think it is.
Okay, well, any last thoughts?
How about you? Any last thoughts?
What did we learn?
No, what did you learn?
What did I learn? Okay, I learned about the severity of inferiority complexes, and I wrote one of my notes I was like, is this what like my guardian angel sees? Like, are they the way that I don't know, not to make this, not to pull focus, but I'm like, the way that I'm watching Suki,
you can take Suki, yeah,
acting the way he is, and I'm like, you dumb idiot, why don't you know better? Oh my god, like, well, I've been there. I'm like, is my guardian angel watching me be like, wait, I don't want to try hard at work because I don't want to succeed? And is she like, this dumb bitch, why are you doing this? Why aren't you trying? So I learned a lot of perspective today.
Good.
And the growth I've made through therapy. Because I'm like, that's not me anymore, bro. I'm out here doing an anime podcast.
I love that it worked out because I didn't even think about it.
That's why I wrote. I said a systematic.
I didn't even think about it. And I'm glad that it worked out like that for you.
It did. It was very...
just in time for the Aquarius full moon, release.
What does that mean?
What?
What does that mean?
Full moons, you release what you don't need.
Whoa.
Oh my god. Would you continue watching Haikyuu?
On my own? No.
Right. Okay.
Haikyuu is, to me, as dads are to like Love Island. I'm gonna be like, I don't want to watch this, but then we're gonna have it on and I see it happening. I'll be like, wait a minute, can you go back? But I'm gonna be like, I'm never gonna like actually put it on, but it's no.
Got it. Awesome.
You know how we still look at the camera?
I know, I did. And it's just habit.
Should we have like a...
I will continue watching it. I think that's not a question.
I like having watched it.
Good. I feel like it was beneficial for you in more ways than just
I think
anime.
I require more grit.
Yeah, it's
All
a
my animes
it's
have
a
grit.
funny slice of life series.
Yeah. All right. Should we have an ending slogan?
I guess so. I don't know. What should it be? Oh, we
Call
did have
now.
one.
What was it?
Something blessed.
We could say bless up.
It was something bless something else.
Don't be stressed. Watch some anime and stay blessed.
Thank you.
Bye. And cut.